Our video today is going to feature one of Rev-A-Shelf's most popular waste rollout systems. It's from what they call the 4WCBM series of rollout baskets. They have a maple bottom like you see here in this illustration. And they have another feature called the Rev-A-Motion. Here, let me fill the screen with that and give you a look at it. So when you pull the basket out, like you see there, you pull it open and there's a piston in there that gives you a soft opening effect. And then there's also the same piston as you close gives you a nice soft close. So you got a two-way motion there. They call it Rev-A-Motion, and it's pretty good. They're using a ball bearing drawer slide on this system. This is an extremely popular rollout basket. Now take a look at this picture. Here the guy's dumping this dog food into the garbage container. That's exactly what I did when I lived out in the country. Although I did have a little accident because I put a push to open on my garbage can. And during the night the dog pushed it open and got at the dog food. Then I come down the hallway into the kitchen to go to the little bathroom that we had there, and I tripped over that. I don't think we should put push to opens on baskets. And if this ain't a push to open, your dog ain't going to get this one open. It's soft open, soft closed. Real nice feature. Now, in this series, I've got the smallest one they make available because it's the only one that'll fit in this cabinet that I've got here. I'd have to be another ½ inch wider to go up to the next biggest one. But this is pretty good. This one works just fine. And there's another really good reason why I want to show this basket. Because it's really narrow, the mechanism for the Rev-A-Motion sticks out a little bit. So take a look at this. I'm going to move right over there and let you see that. Right there. This little piece of the Rev-A-Motion system sticks out 3/4 of an inch. And so you have to allow for that when you so you can get your basket centered in the opening. That only happens on the very narrow baskets like you see right here. All of the rest of the series of baskets in this collection are wide enough so that you don't see, or it isn't going to cause a problem for you. Take a look at this picture here. This is the most popular waste bin, the 18D M2. No problem, that thing is completely concealed, your gas piston with the Rev-A-Motion on it. So it works out real good. You won't have any problem with any of these. So let's take a little deeper look now at this product. It's especially designed to be used with face frame cabinets, 1.5-inch face frame cabinets. And so a lot of the technical information you have is based on it being a face frame cabinet. But now, over the years, Rev-A-Shelf has added technical information to help us to understand how to properly fit this into frameless cabinets. And we're going to take a little look at that right now. Let's take a quick look at the chart now that I have on the screen. The illustration that you have there and all of the information is for a pull-out just like the one I have on my workbench here. There's a difference. While they're both have a physical width of 12 inches, one of them is a 35 quart and the other one is a 50 quart. The actual physical size is 12 inches and the minimum cabinet opening for a frameless is 12 3/4 inches and the minimum cabinet opening for a face frame is 11.5. Because the Rev-A-Motion hardware doesn't protrude out under the rollout, you'll notice that on all of the double bin units that are pictured in this table, the minimum cabinet opening for a frameless cabinet is the same as a minimum cabinet opening for a face frame cabinet. So take a look at the table and you can see how that's the case. I just want to say a couple of things on behalf of this 4WCBM series of rollouts. When you get the box, I should show you the box if I can find it. Here's the box. Take a look at that. Well, that unit came in the box completely assembled. Nothing I had to do. The brackets, let me turn this a little. These brackets were on this way. They were on like that because obviously it makes for a smaller box. And this is the way the brackets would be if you're going to do an inset garbage waste bin rollout with a Rev-A-Motion. They'd be like that. But let's say that you had a face frame cabinet, an overlay door, then you might have to switch these and do it like this. And that would be doing it with overlay. So that it really is a nice unit in that sense. I wanted to give you an opportunity to see what this unit looks like in the cabinet that I have. Now my cabinet is quite wide, actually. I'm just a hair over 14 inches wide internally. And so my box could be as narrow as 12 3/4 inches. And so I've just reached the limit. If I was 14.5 inches wide, I could have demonstrated the DM2, which is the one I really like, that 18 DM2 from this series. But I'm doing the narrow one, and you'll notice that I got plenty of room for this narrow basket rollout in here. But let's just say that I had the minimum amount of space necessary. So look what happens to our bracket. So I'm right up at the very minimum, as if this opening was 12 3/4 inches. And so you can see that my bracket here, if you're doing a frameless cabinet, that's quite a bit there. So you do have some options. You can pick up a little bit by moving the bracket to the inside. You can see that, or you can pick up quite a bit more by doing this there for attaching your door. Now another thing there, as long as we have this, we're looking at an overlay door on this application. Now with the brackets facing inboard, I can slide the whole unit inside. And now it makes it possible for me to do an inset rollout with this system. So it's with this basket, I couldn't get a bigger one in because I'd had to be up to 14.5 inches. I wish I had, but I couldn't. Then the next step is if I had an even wider cabinet, there's a larger one for a 17.5 inch opening, and then you can go all the way up to a 20.5 inch opening. Lots of options available for these rollout baskets. But I just wanted to demonstrate to you the inset option and the fact that you can switch those door mount brackets around some. Now another thing I want to say on behalf of the 4WCBM series, where they have double baskets, this is a single. The 18DM2, which is a wider unit, is the absolute bestseller in the world. It's really, really a good unit. So that might be one that you keep in mind. Now that's the 4WCBM series, and I'm just going to make one mention on behalf of another series. Okay, so here's the one that I wanted to mention and sort of compare it to the 4WCBM series of rollouts like this one. This has the Rev-A-Motion thing in it with the piston. Well, this other one, it's called a Rev-A-Shelf 4WCBM. And it's an 1835 DM2. That means it's a door mount. There's 2 baskets, and it's 35 quart baskets. This is a really nice unit, and instead of the Rev-A-Motion, it's got the Bloom Movento with soft close. And I said earlier that this other one, the 4WCBM one, was the super bestseller in the world. Well, this is the super bestseller in the world. We sell more of this one than the other. They're really good. And you see the door mount system is a little different, but really good. So I hope you liked the video. I hope there was enough information to be helpful. If you did, give us a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.